Start meeting now.
Good evening, everyone. Before we get started, I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining us. We're just allowing some more folks to get into the meeting before we officially begin. All right, so we'll begin in a couple of minutes. Thanks. All right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome again to Masters Talk. It's the Mona School of Business and Management Graduate Programs Masters Talk, and this evening we'll be focusing on the Master of Science in Corporate Finance and the Master of Science in Enterprise Risk Management. My name is Camille Sinclair. I'm the Marketing Coordinator for MSBM, and we will be having a presentation led by Miss Shirley Ann Eaton, along with Petrian Watson and Maxine Letman Hall. They will take you through everything to do with the programs, both the corporate finance and enterprise risk management. And we're going to ask that during the course of the session, if you have any questions, to utilize the Q&A feature that's there. It's on the lower part of your screen. You can ask your questions there, and anyone that's online during the course of the presentations will be able to respond there. We'll also use that feature when dealing with the question and answer segment, which comes after the presentations are made. All right, and we'll repeat the questions for those who, need to know the answers anyway. And as long as you have queries, you just keep typing them in that feature, and we'll make sure that we respond to them in the feature or live. Okay. There will be also information that will be shared in the chat. I'll be posting some links, some resource links that you might want to utilize. You might want to save them wherever you have them so that you can use them later on when you want to access certain information that takes you to everything from tuition and fees, the graduate program details, and how to apply, because we know that everybody here is going to be applying, all right? Because we want to see you come August or September of this year. So I'm going to now officially hand over the program to Miss Shirley Ann Eaton. Your turn. Take it away.
All right. Thank you very much, Camille, and thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us this evening. MSBM is one of our premier business schools, certainly in this region. And we welcome you, and we hope that we will see you along the way. Some of us do lecture some of these courses, and you're going to meet today the coordinators for our corporate finance program and our enterprise risk management program. Now, MSBM, I'm sure you've heard about us. We offer programs for the University of the West Indies. We started off with our premier program, our MBA program, and we've expanded to other master's programs. We've received a number of accolades over the years. So, for example, in 2011, our MBA was accredited by the Association of MBAs. Very prestigious association. The accreditation is considered exemplary. And we've been accredited in 2014, in 2017, and recently in 2022. In 2014, we were awarded Best of Chamber Small Enterprise by the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. In 2015, we were recognized among the top 3 winners of the Project Management Organization of the Year Award, and was recognized by the Project Management Institute for Excellence in Project Management. 2018, we won the Amber Business School Innovation Award for our Financial Markets Lab. When you join us, you'll get an opportunity to use that lab. Now, the vision. What is our vision? Our vision is to be an excellent, globally recognized business school rooted in the Caribbean. And our mission, very importantly, is to advance learning, create knowledge, and foster innovation for the positive transformation of Caribbean enterprises through the development of world-class business professionals and research-based solutions. We have a number of graduate programs, which I'm sure many of you will hear about too today, but there are several others. So, for example, we have our premier program, our MBA, our Master in Business Administration. We also have our MSc in Accounting program, We have an MSc in Marketing and Data Analytics. We have an MSc in Enterprise Risk Management, one in National Security and Strategic Studies. We have one in Computer-Based Management Information Systems. We have, of course, Corporate Finance, and we have our Logistics and Supply Chain Management program. Now, a quick overview will be presented to you by the coordinator for our corporate finance program. When you join us, you notice I don't say if, I say when you join us, the two ladies after this are the ones that you will see morning, noon, and night. You're a resource person, and they're extremely knowledgeable about everything to do with MSBM and the University of the West Indies. So I'm going to invite Peter and Watson to go through the program, our corporate finance program.
All right, thank you so much, Miss Shirley and Ethan. Thank you everyone for joining us today. I'm going to now jump into the exciting opportunities offered by our Masters of Science in Corporate Finance program. Now, this program is designed to provide you with rigorous training, right? That will equip you to tackle real life financial challenges with confidence and expertise, whether you aspire to become a trader, a financial analyst, a corporate banker, risk analysis. This program is tailored to help you achieve your career goals, right? Our curriculum is also particularly well suited for graduates who are eager to make their mark in areas such as corporate management, international financial management, investment services, brokerage, insurance, and both commercial and investment banking. We focused on 3 key pillars of finance: financial markets, financial institutions, and investment, ensuring that you gain a comprehensive understanding of the field. Now, I'm going to highlight some of the key objectives, right, that make this program a standout choice for aspiring finance professionals. This program aims to equip you with the skills to apply financial management tools effectively, enabling informed decisions on financing and dividends crucial for firm success. You'll also explore the interactions between firm management, financial markets, and stakeholders from a governance perspective, ensuring confidence in navigating corporate finance complexities. You will also learn to evaluate firm risk profiles, assessing cost of capital, debt, and equity for strategic decision-making. The program covers major financial markets, equity, bond, derivatives, and the assets traded within them, providing a comprehensive understanding of their operations. The program also prepares you to analyze and navigate the global financial environment, helping you to develop a quantitative skill set to solve complex financial problems, ensuring you excel in the finance industry. Now, the core courses that form the foundation of this program or curriculum begins with financial and managerial accounting. In this course, you will gain essential skill sets in financial reporting and decision-making. This will be followed by economics for managers, which provides the economic principles that are necessary for strategic business decisions. Then you will be exposed to quantitative methods and statistical techniques. ensuring you can handle complex data sets and financial model. The corporate finance course now will delve into the principles of capital structure, valuation, and investment decisions, which are also critical for this profession. You will do business analytics. Here you will learn to not only understand data, but use data to drive strategic decisions. Then you will do theory of finance, which looks at the foundational theories that underpin financial markets and instruments. Then the IMEF course, which is International Monetary and Economics and Finance, will provide insights into the workings of the international markets and monetary systems. Advanced Corporate Finance, which is a build-on course from Corporate Finance, which will now expose you to advanced topics in financial strategy and risk management. And then you will do investment analysis and portfolio management, which prepares you to make informed investment decisions and how to manage portfolios effectively. Then we have the mergers and acquisition course. This will delve into strategic, financial, and also operational aspects of mergers and acquisition activities. All right, it's designed to provide you with a comprehensive understanding of just how to evaluate and execute mergers and acquisition transactions. And then to just ensure that you have ascertained all the knowledge and the skill set necessary, you will do what you call a simulation, which is the final paper. And this is a course that allows you now to apply all the theory, the concept, the skills that you would have acquired so far to real world scenarios. Through these simulations, you will engage in hands-on learning experiences that mimic the challenges and decision-making processes faced by finance professionals. Right, and as I previously said before, an essential component of our curriculum is the final paper, which is just really allowing you to bridge the gap between theory and finance. Now, the program begins in September of each year. Over the course of the program, you will complete 11 core courses that we just mentioned, plus your final project or simulation, giving you a total of 37 credits. Our program offers flexible options, right, to suit your needs. If you choose the part-time track, the program will span 24 months, allowing you to balance your studies, right, with other commitments. Classes for part-time students are held on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And this just ensures that, you know, while you're working, you have a structured schedule that you can manage. For those who prefer more intensive approach, the full-time track, you complete that within 12 months. So full-time students attend classes on Sundays from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Now, to be eligible for admission, applicants must hold a bachelor's degree or its equivalent with a GPA of 2.5 or higher. And of course, this is to ensure that all students entering the program have a solid academic foundation to build upon. Now, for applicants with a GPA lower than 2.5, there are still opportunities to join our program if you have at least 2 years of working experience in a related area and hold a professional qualification or certification. You may be considered for admission. Additionally, you will need to be successful in an interview conducted by MSBM to demonstrate your readiness for the program. We also welcome mature applicants who may not hold a first degree, but you have substantial professional experience. So if you have at least 10 years of working experience in a related area and possess professional qualifications in that field, you may be eligible for consideration. And similar to other applicants, you will need to succeed in an interview conducted by MSBM. So now I will hand over to Maxine Letman Hall, who is the program coordinator for the Master of Science in Enterprise and Risk Management.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Mona School of Business and Management. I am Maxine Letman Hall. I'm one of the coordinators for the program. I'm one of the coordinators for the program, and the other coordinator is Dr. Fisher Howe, and she's from the math department. So the ERM program is offered in collaboration with the Department of Math in the Faculty of Science and Technology, and it aims to meet the growing demand for skilled risk management professionals in financial services and other industries. It aims to equip graduates with the integrated skills in risk modeling and management, focusing on risk associated with business assets and liabilities. So the program prepares students to apply modern risk analysis techniques and management practices to address complex risk management challenges that they may face. So the program offers applicants a comprehensive introduction to quantitative risk management, and this includes fundamental concepts, techniques, and the business context in which risk management operates. It also provides a strong foundation in risk management, best practices enabling participants to identify and measure risk, also mitigate them, and leverage opportunities. So the program also covers both quantitative and qualitative approaches to risk management, along with computational techniques and the use of risk management software. So the Masters in Risk Management, that's Enterprise Risk Management, offered, as I said before, by Math and Mona School of Business and Management, offers a comprehensive and specialized curriculum designed to develop advanced expertise in managing risk within business enterprise. So we have some core courses. So it's a part-time program offered 2 years, that's 24 months. So these core courses includes computer application, math for ERM, statistical methods, corporate finance, and risk management in business enterprise. In addition, the program covers critical topics such as risk categorization and identification, financial markets, time series, stochastic calculus, and then in your second year, it covers courses like the economics of enterprise risk management, and students also gain knowledge in ERM governance and Ms. Eaton, who spoke before. She's the expert in that area. We have quantitative analysis of financial data and ethics, legal, and regulatory framework in enterprise risk management. And as you go along, the program also explores the complexities of ERM in global business environment, risk management, and optimization, and credit risk management and modeling. Furthermore, students engage with ERM concepts, framework, and processing, which is one of the key courses in your final year. And then we have our final project, which all students in the master's program do. And this is the leading issue in ERM. And this project ensures that all students are well prepared for the leadership role that they will assume after finishing the program. And as I said before, that was the final project. So the program consists of 14 core courses, along with your research paper. And at the beginning, where I spoke about computer application, math for ERM, and statistics, those are the 3 non-credit courses. So at the end of the day, you complete 18 courses and you have 45 credits for those courses. The program, that's ERM, is a part-time program only. We don't have a full-time program, and it starts in September. Classes are held 3 days, and the 3 days in the evening, starting at 5:30 to 9, and it's a face-to-face program, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. So because it's heavily quantitative, persons who are successful must hold a bachelor's degree or its equivalent with a GPA of 3.0 or higher, and it must be in a quantitative discipline. So econ, math, or anything with a lot of quantitative courses. We also make room for those persons with work experience in the area and have other quantitative certificates in related area. So if you have a GPA which is lower than 2.5, then those persons will be considered. Once you send in your resume, we see your work experience, you attach those certificates that we will use. You will be interviewed also by MSBM, and it's out of the interview that you will know if you're successful for the program. We also have space for mature applicants. And when we say mature applicants, we mean applicants with over 10 years work experience in the related areas. So it has to be in risk management, math, or finance. So it has to be in that area, and it must be over 10 years. If you don't have a first degree, you must have other professional qualification in the related area. So you must be working in risk management, in insurance for some time, so you understand the information. And remember, as I said, it's a lot of math. It's half math, half business. And after an interview, if you're successful, you will be considered. For the MSBM program, to apply, you can apply straight from the MSBM website, or you can apply from the Graduate Studies website or from the University of the West Indies website where it says apply here. So when you go to the MSBM website, you can apply from there. Then you go in, you complete the application. After the application is completed, it will list the things that you need. So if you're a UE graduate, you don't need a transcript. If you graduated from Hayville or St. Augustine, you need to inform us so we can request those transcripts for you. If you're a non-UE graduate, you need to request a transcript. You have to complete 2 referees report. And for persons who don't have the 3.0, you need to also submit a resume and any certificates that will help your application. And also for persons who are non-UE graduate, you'll need a birth certificate, or if you graduated, you're married after graduated, you need also your marriage certificate if you're going to use that name for your application. Deadline for application is March 31st, and you can call us. Ms. Sinclair will put in the chat the telephone number that you can contact. And she also have here the QR code, the telephone number that you can contact. All your supporting documents, you can also send to us. That email will also be in the chat, or you can send it to postgrad@uwimona.edu.jm. Any queries you have, you can send it to the email in the chat or the number in the chat, or you can call the ERM cell number, which I will also put in the chat. And as you see here, our social media handles where you can go to get further information. You can join us. You'll get all the updates. If there's an extension or anything that needs to be done, we will send reminders using our different social media pages. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maxine. Thank you, Petrian. So I trust that everyone has gotten the full, or a basic understanding of the both programs for corporate finance as well as enterprise risk management. We're going to go now into the Q&A. Petri, I think you're still sharing, right? All right, so we're going to go into the Q&A right now. I see a question already, and it comes from Janelle. It says, please explain the final paper or simulation more. I am familiar with a thesis. How does this compare? And I think this question came when the presentation for corporate finance was being done. So Petrian.
Shirley, you want to take that one?
Yes, folks. A thesis, as you know, is usually a research paper with certain contentions and supporting data gathered from research, and you put together and you present. The simulation exercise is a slightly different exercise. What will happen is that once again, you'll have your subject area you wish to cover, but what we'll also do is use software, use our finance lab, etc., to simulate certain scenarios which you would put together and submit in a final paper. Does that help? Janelle, does that help?
Yes, and it's a presentation they make at the end for the simulation. So you'll be presenting to your advisor as well as an external examiner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much. We have another question here from Kimoy, right? Would I have to do any prerequisite if my first degree wasn't in business? I'm assuming this is this for corporate finance, Kimoy?
I'm assuming it would be, well, I don't know, Kimoy, you want to respond?
In the interim, let me get to the next question, and Kimoy, you can respond there. Oh, okay. So this comes from Noah Levy. How are the assessments structured? Is it a uniform approach for all courses, coursework, mid-semesters and finals, specifically corporate finance?
Yes.
It may vary, Noah. In some cases, you may have a paper to write, a short paper to write, which we call coursework. In some courses, you may actually have a mid-semester exam. And I think the majority of our courses do have final exams.
Right.
But the nature of coursework will differ. In some cases, it may be, for example, multiple choice along with essay type questions, or it could be a short paper on a particular topic or topics given by the lecturer.
Yes, and or advanced finance courses, you'll be required to complete labs as well that created by your lecturer, and you will be given an access code to go in and complete the different labs.
Okay, thanks, guys. So Kimo, I confirmed, yes, the question was regarding corporate finance.
With reference to corporate finance, if you do not have
The question about if you would have to have any prerequisite for
prerequisites, yeah.
Right, the first degree wasn't in business.
Okay, what we recommend, in fact, a lot of times when we go through the applications and this particular course is missing, we will actually contact the applicant directly. There's a course called Financial Management 1. It has been our experience that that course helps to give you the foundation to proceed with our other finance courses. It is offered at UE, 3 semesters, semester 1, semester 2, and semester 3. I'm sorry, in the summer, sorry. And persons can enter, can register for the course as what we call a specially admitted student. So you don't have to have been a UE graduate. You don't have to be doing other undergraduate courses. You can actually go to our registry and register to do that particular course, Financial Management 1. We call it MGMT 2023, and you can do it as a specially admitted student. It is offered in summer school, and it is offered in, I think it's semester 1. Semester 1 and 2, I believe. And we do have evening classes as well.
Correct. And
so I'm reminding Financial Management 1, MGMT 2023.
Right. And let me add to that, Miss Eaton, and there are certain situations where we request students to do 2 of our graduate courses, financial and managerial accounting, as well as economic for managers as provisional courses before we consider you for full-time or part-time enrollment in the corporate finance program. So you will have to be successful at those 2 courses.
Yes, thank you, Peter. Persons, for example, who have not met the GPA criteria, but have other certifications or work background, etc. And if they have no finance courses, no financial management courses, we do accept those persons as what we call specially admitted to the master's program, which is different. Don't confuse that with special admission to do that undergrad course called financial management. Now, if you're specially admitted to the graduate course, in the first year, first semester, you're given 2 courses to do. If you are successful in those 2 courses, then you will matriculate fully into the MSc program.
All right, thank you so much. So the next question comes from Erica's iPad. Erica, good evening all. Thank you to the facilitators for the info provided in this session. Are exemptions offered for previous courses taken with other institutions? This would apply for corporate finance.
No, we don't offer any exemptions. I'm assuming what you mean is you might have done some kind of corporate finance course at the master's level already, did not complete the master's in that particular institution, but wish now to join our institution to do the master's. We don't give exemptions.
Okay. Next question. I do not have an undergraduate background in finance, nor have I taken a financial management course. I am graduating this year. Are there any short courses or certifications I could take to help bridge the knowledge gap?
Well, Miss Eaton made reference to the Financial Management 1 course at the undergraduate level, which you can apply as a special admitted student, and you take that course.
On the matter of short courses or certifications, these would have to be short courses or certifications from a reputable institution acceptable to us. But it is very rare. We do recommend, and this is based on our experience and the performance of our students, we do recommend that you do that FinMan, that NGMT 2023 that we spoke about.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eaton. Another question, this one comes from Mario. I have a bachelor's in education and I am currently working as a risk analyst for the past 7 years. How possible is it for me to be selected for the master in ERM?
So we have where we had that if you have 2.5 and below, and it's is your bachelor's in education in math education, Mario? If it's in math education, that's fine. But if it's in just general primary, high school, if it's not a quantitative, then you will be interviewed, and it's all depends on your certificate and how you apply yourself. Miss Eaton?
Yeah, I noticed that he has been working as a risk
For 7
analyst.
years, yeah.
Yes, for the past 7 years, which certainly would put Mario in good stead in terms of acceptance of the program.
Okay, thank you for the responses. I have another question here from Trevon Dunkley. Can we do corporate finance at the Western campus, or is it only offered at Mona?
Currently, it's only offered at Mona.
Okay. Do we have any other questions? I think we've responded to all of them. Oh, there's one here from Janelle. Are there any scholarships offered for this program?
If it's a ERM, no, there are no scholarships. Petron?
For corporate finance, I believe JMMB provide scholarship opportunities.
Yes, for our corporate finance students and our accounting students, yes.
That information is normally available on our website.
Website, yeah.
Okay, so I think Dawn is responding to that question directly, but I've also posted a link to scholarships that are available. That link that was made reference to on the website. You can check out that link there and see what scholarships are actually available. I have another question. Is corporate finance offered online or face-to-face?
Face-to-face.
Okay. So I think, okay, here's another one. Is there anywhere we can get information on some of the lectures in the corporate finance program? Asking the question again. Okay,
no,
Pepe,
yes, I'm thinking of the answer. Sometimes we do have a number of our lecturers who do join this session with us. Our lecturers are, a large number of our lecturers are persons who are actually experienced, have worked or are working in the finance area in some of our highly reputable and successful corporate entities.
All right.
And we do have a number of full-time lecturers also in corporate finance, but they too actually have had a working background in finance. Does that help? I wasn't sure exactly what Noah said.
Majority of
Or
our
you get
lecturers,
information on them, yes.
yeah, majority of our lecturers are academic.
Okay, thanks. Shanika, I see that you have your hand raised. I am going to allow you to open your mic and ask a question. You can go ahead and unmute.
Oh, hi, good night, everyone. No, well, it's really a comment. I think the person who asked the last question, it is a pertinent question because in the financial industry, you know, things are always changing. It's very dynamic. So, can't take away from someone's experience, but if it is that they've probably done that for, say, several years ago because of how dynamic the financial sector is, you would want to know that these persons have some up-to-date practical experience relative to the time. So I think that's pertinent.
Yes, and they do. They do.
Yes.
And
Yes, and I
yes,
can add
very,
to
very
that.
relevant and up to date. Yes.
Most are C-suite executives that are actually lecturing on the program, as well as our full-time academics who do also have industry experience.
Okay, and Noah says, right. So when you said currently working, I was glad to hear that. All right, another question coming from Alyssa August. Will there be an option for virtual learning for persons not in Jamaica and are interested in a part-time MSc corporate finance?
Not quite. Our program is strictly face-to-face. So currently we don't have any plans for offering the program virtually.
Okay, I have a question. I have a raised hand here from Kadeen. Kadeen, I'm going to ask you to unmute your mic and go ahead and ask your question.
Hi, good night. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, so just to backtrack a little, I know that it was said that if your degree wasn't in anything financial, you may have to do a financial management course. I just wanted to know if it is that it's mandatory or it's a may have to.
It's mandatory.
Okay, alrighty. And okay, thank you.
All right, thanks for that, Kadeen. I have another question here from Janelle. Is tuition different for locals and residents?
I can
I
take
think the
that.
question
Yeah,
was
and
corrected. Go ahead, Miss Reed.
I was saying the answer is
Non-locals and
no.
residents, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, the tuition is the same. This is 12,000 US, whether you are local or international for the time being.
Okay.
And we welcome our international students. So by all means, do apply.
Okay, another question coming from Kay. If an applicant has a course outstanding for the bachelor's degree with a GPA above 3, which will be rectified in May, can that person complete the application March 31 for the program in September 2025?
I would suggest yes. Put in all the information in our application portal. When we go through and we look at it, we have situations where persons on application had not completed everything. And you can, in fact, once you meet the other criteria, you can, in fact, receive what we call a provisional approval, which will be subject to successful completion of whatever course you're doing in the, as long as it's successful before the academic year starts.
Okay. So I'm not seeing any more questions in the chat. Not sure if there's anything else. So remember, guys, all the resource links are in the chat. You can find out how to apply. You can find out everything about the graduate tuition fees. You have our FAQs for, of course, questions that some of the questions that were asked here, but other questions we tend to get from time to time regarding the graduate programs. There's also a guide. It tells you all the things that you're going to need for your application. So all of the supporting documents, how to go about submitting your application. There's also a video online that also takes you through the process of how to apply, and make sure that you pay special attention to that video. Okay, I have another question here from Princess. If your degree finishes in May, will you be able to apply for ERM? I saw a deadline for March. Well, this should be 31, 2025.
As Miss Eaton says, yes. So when you finish in May, you'll get a provisional offer if your application is complete and we notice you're waiting. You'll get a provisional offer, but you'll get the offer when you complete in May and your degree is awarded or declared.
And Maxine, just to add to what you've said, persons who are not UWI students currently, we would not have access to your transcripts, even if you submit a partial transcript and you are given a provisional offer on that. Once your grades come in and the transcript becomes final, you are required to submit a copy to us as soon as possible, because that is the basis on which a full and firm offer can be extended to you. Additionally, please note that for persons who are completing their degrees in May of this year, you will take a while longer to hear from us versus persons who have completed their degrees previously and we are in possession of a final transcript. So if you're completing your degree in May, chances are your degree will be declared sometime in July. So it's once it's declared that we will be able to extend a full and firm offer to you.
All right, and Noah is asking, when do we get back decisions? I suppose that might have been covered just now from Dawn.
Just to point out, Camille, the persons who they have all their documents in, if you studied at UA, as was said before, you would only require your 2 references and a copy of your resume for verification of employment. If you did not study at UA, you would require those 2 documents along with your transcript, a copy of your birth certificate, and if you're married and your name has changed since earning your first degree, you would need to submit a copy of your marriage certificate. Once all the documents listed are submitted, your application is marked as complete and will be reviewed for a decision to be made. We have started notifying persons, so if you have your application in and you have any document outstanding, we urge or encourage you to submit it as soon as possible so we can confirm your status. If it is that you need to query your application to just double check to ensure that we have everything that you need, there is an email address in the chat, which is msbm-gradapplications@uemona.edu.jm. You can send an email there to query what's the status, do we have everything for you? If not, you have the opportunity to send it to us, what is required via email, so we can complete your application quickly and respond to you to inform you of your status.
Sorry, Mrs. Morgan, can you remind us of the WhatsApp number also query status, please.
Okay, there is a number for WhatsApp. Give me just one quick sec.
Yes, I see Noah, I think is asking a similar question. Noah, as soon as all the information that is required is submitted, then immediately the persons who go in to assess the application will do so, and your status will be communicated to you relatively early. The key is to ensure that all the documentation that is required is in as soon as is possible.
Thanks for that, Miss Eden. For queries, you can also WhatsApp 876-371-4081. Camila, I'm not able to type anything right now. You can just drop that in the chat for me, please. 876-371-4081. You can also WhatsApp that number to get your queries responded to.
All right, I placed it in the chat.
Thank you.
No problem. All right, so, oh, someone asked, how soon would you know if you need to do an interview? But I suppose that would have been covered in the question, in the
Right,
response.
that goes
Here,
back to
yes,
once the
you'll be
documents are
contacted.
submitted,
Mhm.
we would assess to see whether we make a clear decision or we need to contact you. More than likely, you'd receive a call to invite you to an interview, and most of the interviews are done virtually. So you could, if you have any concerns, you could listen out for a call, or you could call us on our lines, send a WhatsApp, send an email, and we'll get back to you.
Okay. All right. So I think we have covered all of the questions so far. Just allowing another 30 seconds. 30 seconds for anybody else who wants to ask a quick question. In the meantime, I'm going to ask Petri and Maxine and possibly Miss Eaton if you know they have any final words that they want to share with our, put it this way, our future MSBM graduates that are currently online with us right now.
Well, I would like to say that I am so encouraged to see so many of you here. I was actually looking at the names to see if I may know some of you. Sometimes we do, and we certainly enjoy. I lecture, and I have to say that we enjoy our interaction with our students. We too learn a lot from our students. And I would say the MSBM family is a very warm, inviting family, yes. Sometimes we push you hard, but you always perform for us. So we are looking forward to seeing all, if not most of you, next academic year.
Thank you, Miss Eaton. Petri, Maxine, anything to share before we close out?
Just thank you for your interest. And as Miss Eaton said, looking forward to seeing all of you in the program coming up. And remember, you can contact us at any time during the day. You send us a WhatsApp, we'll respond. And if there's anything you want help for, if his application form is giving you some issues, you can come to MSBM and our tech support team will assist you.
Okay. And just to add to that, I am looking forward to all of you as well. I know students, when they hear numbers, get very scared. Yes, the corporate finance program is not a walk in the park. Yes, it's challenging. You're going to be grappling with a lot of complex models and learning to navigate the financial environment. But every challenge you overcome will help to sharpen your intellect, build your confidence, and just expand your capabilities. We have great lecturers on the program. I'm here as your program coordinator to help you navigate the program as well. Be there for any immediate answers or concerns that you have. So, you know, as I said before, I'm looking forward to meeting all of you and hope you enjoy the academic journey with us at MSBM.
If I might quickly pitch on to everybody, folks, the Mona School of Business and Management is located on the Mona campus of the University of the West Indies. I don't know if many of you have been overseas, have been to other universities, but I can assure you it is one of the most beautiful campuses that you could ever want to pursue your academic aspirations on. Lovely, and we really look forward to seeing.
All right. So thank you so much, everyone. So we're coming to the end of this particular session here for MSc in Corporate Finance and MSc Enterprise Risk Management. I just want to highlight our last two sessions that we'll be having in the Masters Talk series. So please pass this information along to anyone you know, or even if you are interested in these programs as well, you can join us on March 19. We'll be discussing the Master of Science in National Security and Strategic Studies, and there's some changes coming to that graduate program. So it should be interesting to know what those changes are. And also on the 26th of March, we round out our series with the Master in Business Administration, MBA. So you have 2 more opportunities to find out all you want to know, and tell your friend, tell your cousin, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell everybody you know about this. Encourage them to come and find out the information and apply, because I mean, it can't hurt to have another qualification under your belt. And of course, this is not no ordinary qualification. It actually will help to enhance you in your professional development and also in your career, wherever it is that you are employed. All right. So thank you so much for joining us this evening. I want to say again a special thank you to the MSBM team for being here, to Ms. Reed, who is our finance director, to Mrs. Morgan, who, you know, I don't know, she wears so many hats, but she really interacts a lot with our alumni. So when you become part of the MSBM family and you graduate, you'll then further get some interaction with Mrs. Morgan. Also to Petrian, to Maxine, and to Miss Eaton for taking us through all of the information and, you know, things to do with both courses. I want to say thanks to the other members of the team that may be online that were not necessarily speaking. I see Nordia on. And to all of you who joined us this evening, thank you for choosing Mona School of Business and Management. You will not regret it. Hurry up, apply, submit all of your documents, and we will see you at the start of the next academic year. All right. So thank you so much, and we look forward to having you. Take care.